Well, my look through Ed and Eddy in under a minute seemed to do well, so let's tackle another Cartoon Network show in the same way with Samurai Jack. In the first episode, yeah, the show doesn't use official titles, we're introduced to the main villain, Aku, an evil entity who's freed after years of being imprisoned and immediately seeks revenge against the Japanese warrior who trapped him. The kingdom is laid to waste and the warrior is captured, but not before instructing his son to begin his training and one day rise against Aku, and thus begins a long journey of the young samurai who will one day be known as Jack. Right off the bat, there's a lot to unpack, so I'm gonna have to go over a minute for this first part. From the very start, it's clear that creator Genndy Tartakovsky's strength and minimalism he demonstrated in his previous projects is on full display. Using flat shapes and simple line work, the artists create very distinctive cultures and standout character design, where it's impossible to confuse one with another and show just how fast and varied the world Jack has to travel truly is. And it has to be, because most of the show in general is told through visuals with minimal dialogue, so shapes, colors, and posing are instrumental in keeping the audience's attention, which the show passes with flying colors, though the emphasis on simplicity also results in occasional awkward character expressions. But it does make scenes where there is a great amount of detail stand out even more, especially with his beautiful ink paintings telling Jack's father's backstory. Jack in general is an okay character, he's just there to be the everyman hero, but his large range of emotions and occasional reminder he's not perfect help to make him interesting and relatable. I also like that while Jack is being trained to be a warrior, he's given a good education in general, because hey, he has to fill a leadership role after he's done fighting evil. Though it is kind of funny that all these tutors were just standing by all around the world, and I'm pretty sure the travel alone would take most of Jack's lifetime, but I digress. After traveling the world and training all his life, Jack is given the sword his father used to originally imprison Aku and journeys to have his own showdown against a cosmic being, but not before stopping by to free his father from one of Aku's slave camps. This is where the show starts to show its strength in action sequences. Again, they're working with a limited budget, so every pose has to deliver, and by guy do they deliver. Every movement has weight behind it, every shot accomplishes something. Just by freezing on a still, you can tell how much force was behind every single strike and where it came from. It's like a very well-drawn comic book with some in-between frames. And yeah, the show is notoriously violent, but they get away with it by having the villains be robots or slimy aliens, or for this battle, shadow creatures. At least until season 5, but we'll get to that later. After freeing his father, Jack is warned not to let his guard down before he goes to his first and supposedly last confrontation with Aku, who, as many already know, is one of the greatest villains in media. His animation and voice are comedically over the top, yet he proves himself over and over again to be a sadistic god who revels in chaos and destruction and a threat to be taken seriously. As shown when he and Jack finally battle and Aku unleashes his shapeshifting abilities that Jack is forced to adapt to encounter, very much like a video game final boss. Combined with anime, as Genndy was clearly inspired by Japanese animation when envisioning this. This whole battle, as well as the episode in general, is a masterpiece, and if it ended with Jack victorious, this would be a fantastic short film, but Jack does let his guard down, allowing a weakened Aku to tear open a portal and fling Jack through space and time, truly beginning the samurai's many lonely journeys.